Welcome back to the KR Daily Transmission. We're headed into the last weekend of the year. And I don't know about you, but I've been having some, just trying to keep up with everything to do at the end of the year. It's been a lot for me. So did my best to get here when I could get here. Hi, Christina. Hello to everyone popping on live. Feel free to introduce yourself. Say hello to one another, where you're watching live from or watching on the replay. So I was reflecting on our upcoming ceremony that's happening next Wednesday live, a full 90-minute channeled ceremony. And we're also going to be doing a live Q&A for our community. Hi. And feel free to share your name, where you're watching live from. Just say hello to our team angels and to everyone here. So I was reflecting on the concept of legacy before today's live, and this upcoming ceremony that we're doing with Mother Mary, a channel ceremony with Mother Mary for our New Year's celebration, and it's called the Legacy of Love ceremony. And this conversation about a legacy of love. Hi, Sophia. Would you like to say hi to everyone instead of tearing apart the couch? That would be cool. You would? Okay, come here. Let's say hi. Hi, everyone. It's like she knows when I go live. She gets a little feisty and funny. Maybe she just wants your attention. Hi, babes. You want to be a part of YouTube Live? Yeah? Well, I was thinking about legacy before today's call, and I want to read this passage to you from the Sophia Code. It's from page 33. And this is the chapter where the key codes are introducing themselves as mentors for us in our own journey and in the creation of our own legacy. And on page 33, there's a paragraph towards the top of the page, and it starts with, "It is the heroic physical embodiment of your key code mentor that redefines for your consciousness what you can accomplish within the matrix of form. For your ascension is a journey to radically transcend the seeming limitations of your human experience by anchoring the radiant Christ light of your higher self within every cell of your body through successive initiations. A masterful embodiment is a journey filled with these soul initiations, many of which require extraordinary courage to complete, a courage that we have modeled for you in our own lifetimes. As you become increasingly present to the challenges and successes of your own heroic journey of ascension, you may feel deeply called to mentor with us, accessing our vaults of embodied wisdom. Know that it is our great joy to guide you along this direct path of accelerated soul initiations. We are delighted to help you navigate the way ahead for graduating from earthbound incarnations. Supporting your daily success is the fulfillment of our own destiny. Isn't that interesting? We are mentoring you in preparation for your own destiny to become a multidimensional spiritual guide for others along the way. Hi, everyone arriving. So great that you're introducing yourself in the chat. I love how loving our community is. So the Divine Feminine Ascended Masters asked me, of the Sophia Dragon Tribe, asked me to read this passage today as we prepare our hearts to be in our channel New Year's ceremony with Mother Mary next Wednesday. It's a live channel ceremony that you can join us, and the replay, of course, is included when you enroll for ceremony on my website. So what they wanted us to remember is the reason why we call upon spiritual guides such as Mother Mary, Isis, Saint Joan of Arc. I'm wearing the pendant, one of the pendants I designed for Joan of Arc. It's because they, as shared in this passage, they, as spiritual guides, they bring a wealth, like a vault of wisdom that they can impart to us when we quiet our hearts and we open our hearts to allow them to impress upon us their ideas, their solutions, their divine guidance to assist us in becoming the masters that we came here to become in this lifetime. Mother Mary does not want us to worship her. Mother Mary wants us to access her as a spiritual guide as we're building our own legacy of love. So what is a legacy? What is a legacy of love? Your legacy is, it's not just what you leave behind in your earth, in your journey in this lifetime. It's how you live your life. Your legacy is also how you live your life. So if your prayer, as Mother Mary's prayer, was to live a legacy of love, that means that your prayer and your commitment is to fill every action of your life with love, with care, with the creativity is love, compassion is love, generosity is love. Choosing to think outside the box for the future of humanity and your loved ones is love. There's so many ways that we can create a legacy of love. And I feel as though there's many people that maybe they think, oh, the word legacy, it's, that's too big of a word for me. Maybe I'll do some good deeds, but I'm not here to create a legacy like Mother Mary or, some very well-to-do person that's gonna, bless the world with their all of their wealth at the end of their life. It's like a legacy. It's how you feel about your life at the end of your life. Did you show up and did you share your passion, your joy, your love, your gifts and talents with the world? Did you choose to show up fully, or did you hold back? Because your entire life can be a legacy that others, not only do they remember you by, they want to live like you. Okay, so for example, of course, I mentor with the Ascended Masters because I want to live my life in their footsteps. I want to make my own contribution as they did for the awakening of humanity to return this planet back to sovereignty. But, in my art studio, I have several pictures of and books in my studio that honor Georgia O'Keeffe. Georgia O'Keeffe is one of my heroes as far as the arts go. And she was such a trailblazer, not just in her painting. Obviously, she's one of the most gifted painters of our modern times, but it's how she lived her life. It's how she would design her homes that she would create within. It's how she would even wake up and the clothing that she would choose to express herself, how she would cook, her walks in nature, how she chose to document her life before most people documented their life, before that was a thing. She was a really cutting edge lady, and she left behind a massive legacy by choosing to be herself fully. And so my question to you is, in 2023, how are you choosing to commit fully to your legacy of love? What if living your life was an art form? What if you chose that everything in your life was going to reflect the beauty way of a divine, feminine, intuitive lifestyle. What if, every room in your home was filled with love and organization that was deeply serving you and your light work, your ministry, your career, your family? What does it mean to be a legacy now while you're still here, day by day? I was thinking about this a lot actually before this call. Feel free to share in the chat too what the word legacy means for you, or how are you currently living your legacy of love? And one thing I was thinking about was, if I got to the end of my life and no one knew how much I've been called upon by God to divinely intervene for the souls of animals with the humans that they interact with, I've never made it a professional calling. I've never advertised it. I've never professionally offered it as a service. But when I am called, I do. It's like this full body yes. And to me, at the end of my life, every conversation that I have had on behalf of an animal with humanity, it's a part of my personal legacy, whether anyone knows about it or not. I'm sharing about it as an example. Why? The irony of it, like whether anybody knows it or not, but it's because I want you to think about for yourself. Are there parts of being you? Are there ways that you show up in the world that no one may know about ever, other than the people or individuals that get the blessing of you being you, that is also a part of your legacy? And it's like, our legacy is every area of our life, and how we choose every facet to reflect the love and the creativity of our higher self, the generosity of our higher self, and just how we're choosing to live life as an art form. It was something that was really practiced in ancient times. It's something that, ascended masters like Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene and Kuan Yin and Isis, like, there are times in humanity's history where how you live your life can be an offering back to life. It can be an art form, every part of your life. And so when you're living with an open heart full of love, you get to identify, wow, I could do this even with even more grace, even more beauty, even more passion, even more commitment, and show up. And I'm curious, what are those places and spaces for you in your life? How is your legacy of love unfolding now? And what are you committing to radiate even more light into your real life legacy of love, whether anyone is aware of certain parts of it or not? You are. And how does it bring you joy? How does it lift up the wings of your heart? How does it help you feel more connected to this world and to the hearts here when you show up to shine as a legacy in your own right? I'm loving some of the comments coming in for the chat. It's really fun to read everyone's reflections, and it's wonderful to see how much people are reflecting right now at the end of the year on this topic as I read through some of these comments. So thank you for sharing, and thank you for being a part of this conversation. If you haven't signed up for our Legacy of Love ceremony that's happening live next week, please visit my website at kaia.com. We love to have you join us. We're going to have a beautiful global community gathering next Wednesday. And this is really, like, for me, it's the beginning of our year with Mother Mary. For those of you who are new to my channel, maybe you just found the Sophia Code, I'll be writing the next book in this Divine Feminine Codex all next year in a journey called Mother Mary Speaks. And I'll be sharing portions of that book live exclusively with those of our community who are going on this live journey with us. So please feel free to reach out to our team angels to learn more about this exceptional journey that we're going to go on all year long with Mother Mary. And we hope to share more about that with you next Wednesday at our Legacy of Love ceremony. So thanks everyone for tuning in live. It's lovely to see everyone connecting in the chat. And I just want to also say I was so deeply moved by your comments and feedback from yesterday's live. Thank you for taking the time to come back, write your comments and your reflections. Thanks for liking this video too, and adding your comments and feedback as well. It means a lot to me, and it shows your love and your support for this free ministerial offering. So have a wonderful and blessed day. Take these thoughts and reflections into your heart, and as you prepare your heart for this new year over the weekend, just remember that you get to decide how beautiful your life is going to be lived in this lifetime. You get to decide that. You get to create that. You get to be a legend, a legacy now, even before you go, even before you leave this world. And, when you're living a legacy kind of a life mindset, not everybody's going to understand what you're doing or, how you're doing it. But over time, when you commit to living a legacy, to leaving a legacy, to being a legacy, those who have eyes to see and ears to hear, they'll see you, they'll hear you, and they'll want to co-create with you. Thanks for co-creating here today with me. All my love to you. Thanks, everyone. I'll see you soon. Namaste.